What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Randy here with LOTR Mobile Gaming, bringing you another awesome video today. We are here in Bag End playing the Lord of the Rings Rise to War, and I've decided to compare directly my Respect Level 13 Shadow versus my Respect Level 5 Skalhelm. We're going to be comparing commander damage builds with those two units. Get excited. So, first things first, all right, let's take a quick look at the Shadows build. We are running purple and blue gear, no gold gear for these comparisons, all right? So, the blue gear, of course, this is the best weapon until you get 3-star yellows, so save the Uruk-hai Pike for the Shadow with the Might and the Balanced Stone ability, okay? Gear-wise, we've got Superior Hyrbjörk for some defense and Might. We've got Might and damage from the full helm, and then we have Might, Focus, Defense from the Shield of the White Hand, okay? So we're giving ourselves as much Might as possible, 151.2 right there, okay? For the build itself, we are focusing primarily on getting a lot of damage out from the Undertaker. This is going to be our main damage dealer of this fight. Okay, Undertaker will combine very nicely with the ability for Shape of the Void to get a double strike, plus Detect Weakness for commander damage, plus lower defense for commander and army damage against the target as a debuff. That will be very well complemented by the Shadows Respect 3 tree here for the Ring Wraith tree to increase the poison, burn, and focus damage the enemies take. Okay, then we have Morgul Poison, which will trigger as a double stack when my Shape of the Void activates. So for the first 4 rounds, I should be getting double stacks of Morgul Poison, and then 1 additional point into Nazgul Screech for some damage, 1 point into Delayed Plague for some damage, and then 1 point into Plague itself for an anti-heal, okay? Sistaro's build is going to be also, Skalhelm's build is going to also be running primarily purple gear, okay? She is rocking a fantastic Uruk-hai broadsword with Might and HP, and then we've got Pierce here, okay, for some commander damage, because she also has a double strike ability, which we'll talk about in a second. Then we have Scout's Mayo with Might and Speed, okay? Then we also have the Horseman's Helm with Might, Speed, and Madness Immunity for my units. Since I'm planning on using Wargs, I'll get a lot of bonus defense from that, potentially if I use Wargs, that is. And then Shield of the White Hand is the same item that Shadow is running. This is the 4-star version of it, okay? So, build-wise, I'm running the R5 tree at Dark Ranger maxed out, okay? I'm running Dual Blows maxed out to give myself 70% chance to trigger that double strike. That double strike will be triggering everything from my Pierce ability to Morgul Poison, so all of these things are going to combine to be very, very nasty, okay? Then I have 1 point in Deliberate Strike just to add some damage. Then I've maxed out Ring Wraith, guys, to get 30% bonus damage from those abilities there. Then we have, like I said, the Morgul Poison will be stacking. 1 point in Nazgul Screech for some damage. And the last 15 points down here between Executioner and Raven's Feast. Raven's Feast is going to dramatically increase the damage the enemies take, even at 5 out of 7 points. And then Executioner really doesn't deal a whole lot of damage, but it'll be coming in hot and heavy for a little bit of pew-pew, okay? So, let's go ahead and take a look at how Skalhelm is going to perform. Ladies and gentlemen, get excited for that. I could run Raiders, but I'm not going to. Instead, I'm going to run Crushers and just keep this very even, okay, across the board. No need to run anything crazy. We're just going to run Crushers so I gain the Orc defense from my accessory and the fantastic HP from my weapon, okay? Now, Skalhelm is going to benefit. Oh, my goodness, 2 terrible armies to fight as a physical damage Skalhelm. This is going to be interesting. I guess we'll go against Elrond. This isn't going to be the optimal battle, so we may reset this in a second. I want to get a good test that really shows you the kind of damage Skalhelm can do. And this is not that test, so let me just back. Okay, and we're back in Skalhelm here with the resetted campaign. We're going to go ahead and put on Crushers again, see if we can find a better target. I want to find either a single target or a 3-way target that I can come in there hot and heavy with and make the pew-pew. And you know what? We'll just send in Crushers. There it is. Okay. All right. What do we got? Here we go. Double target. Here we go. Single target Azru Core. This will be a good one. This is what I want to see, okay? This will be a good report to fight against. Let's see what happens, folks. Skalhelm coming in hot and heavy. Bringing in the damage, folks. How do we do? 117,000 damage. Pew, pew, pew. Even the soldiers did half decent. Let's see how that played out. So I'm interested to see how her damage carries. Okay, because she does have some pretty good stats. and some interesting abilities between Dual Blow, Morgul Poison, and all these other abilities that she has. So, Raven's Feast, increasing the damage the enemy takes by 25% for 3 rounds. Okay, so here's the first attack. Here's a Pierce. I did not trigger auto double strike there, which is okay. But whatever. Okay, I'll take it. About 8,000 damage in round 1. Okay, then we have Executioner coming in. Then we have Morgul Poison coming in. So now we're up around 12,500. About 10,500 damage in round 1. Here in round 2, I did get a follow-up, ladies and gentlemen. I will get that double strike of Morgul Poison on the enemy. Okay, I got Pierce. I got 7,000 plus 5,000. We've got about 13,000 damage here. You're going to see, again, the Morgul Poison double strike ticking up. So 13,000, 14,000 Executioner, 15,500 with Nazgul. Then we have Morgul Poison triggering, right? 15,500. Now we're up to 19,000 damage there, folks. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. And here is the Deliberate Strike. Dark Ranger. Dark Ranger is the R5 tree, don't forget. Okay, that's not terrible. It's not amazing, but it's not terrible damage. So, Dark Ranger, we've got 7, 8, 9. Okay, then we have a double strike again. Did we get the double strike? We did not get a double strike. That's okay. We're triggering Pierce again. Okay, that's all right. We've got Executioner, Morgul Poison ticking. So the damage is slow and steady. It's nothing crazy. It's not some massive nuke just dropping like a bomb, but it's steady damage coming in incrementally throughout the fight. And when Skalhelm, whenever she is able to get that double strike, it really helps the damage out, okay? So that is Skalhelm. The next report that we're going to see, right, is going to be that Shadow that we talked about a second ago. Let's take a look at Shadow, okay? Shadow is one of my favorite commanders in the game because he's only tier 2. He's not tier 3. He's effective with, really any troop type you want because he's just a commander damage pew-pew, just like Skalhelm. But, obviously his ability to get the double strikes in the first 4 rounds is a 90% chance, so it really gives you a lot of fun and flexibility for figuring out what you're going to do. So for Skalhelm, I do want to fight multiple units, okay? The more units, right? If I have 3 units, my damage is maxed. Having 2 units is fine. We're going to see how this plays out because, again, we're just trying to compare at this surface level, right, how we did. So let's see. The Shadow, dramatically higher damage output than Skalhelm, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see how that played out, huh? Here we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, I love it when all those things trigger at once. Here we go. Here's auto attack, guys. Check this out. So, auto attack 1, it retained the 100% from detect weakness and the 30% damage from lower defenses, as you can see here. So I hit the Raiders for 8,000 damage, and then I smacked the Dragoons for 5,000 because I did collect the lower defenses on the Dragoons, right? But I did not collect the detect weakness for the Dragoon hit, okay? So, that's hit 1. In hit 2, it looks like I did not get either damage bonus for the Raiders hit in round 2, attack 2, round 1, the double strike. But I did get the lower defenses again on the Dragoons, okay? So that's 2 stacks of damage. Now, the Raiders have 1 stack of poison. The Dragoons have 1 stack of poison. Here we go. There's Morgul Poison ticking away. So overall, the damage output here is substantially higher in the early rounds than Skalhelm. Really nice to see. Let's check out round 2, folks. Lower defenses again triggering on the Raiders. Boom, boom. Almost about 9,000 damage there. Another 9,000 damage here from the double strike. I've now stacked Morgul Poison on the Raiders and the Dragoons again. Okay. So now they're hitting with a double stack of poison. Check this out. Screech, poison, screech, poison. I mean, there's a lot of damage coming out. And that's it. He's just going to deal consistent damage all day long. Okay? There's the Plague. Look at that. I got detect weakness twice here for my Plague. I only have 1 point in that skill, remember. Putting 1 point in these skills activates their minimum damage, which is based on your base focus. So putting an extra point into a damage ability like this really is paid off. Okay. Then we have the auto attacks here. No triggers. Morgul Poison. This will be a good one. The Morgul Poison just triggered detect weakness on the raiders. Okay. Then I have a second Morgul Poison down here on the raiders. Okay. I triggered no bonuses here, but it'll be basically like a 3-stack on the raiders. Check out how high this Morgul Poison is. Look at that. 4,000 damage, guys, on those raiders. That's crazy. And the Crushers are doing pretty good damage themselves, just being a stack of Crushers, because I'm running with the helmet, right? With the helmet from the full helm. I mean, this damage is pretty good. I don't know why you need any of these other commanders when you have the Shadow. Just run the Shadow, okay? So that's the video, ladies and gents. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. I love you long time. Randy out. The Shadow.